fuck Jazzabellina, fucking sexualizing, carpet-munching British cunt! I heard she was a harasser, and she traces sexually. I've heard she censors criticism, and on top of that is transphobic and homophobic. I heard she fakes her autism and is a sexist. Well, you know what I've heard? I've heard Jazz was a pedophile! What? Look, I was going to be finishing the first episode of this anime series for Bugsnax and my 30-day challenge video, but I had to stop that and quickly had to make this one.
3 weeks later.
As I've been recently getting accusations against me. Listen, some of these accusations are fucking crazy, man. So I didn't see any need to address them, right? But as it turns out, some people actually believe them! But seriously though, the animation meme community is not like how it used to be. It has gone from this to this. People are desperate for drama. So I need to address all these allegations before I'm accused of murder and fucking plotting world domination. Cause that's where it's all heading otherwise. Listen, me being a tracer, me being a pedophile, and more, I'm going to be addressing everything here. Since people have been really wanting an exposed video on me recently, I thought, fuck it! Why not give the people what they want? Side note, I originally had a different video I was working on to respond to all these allegations, but then the call out post got edited, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna condense all of it down. Also, for clarification, I'll be referencing to myself as a lesbian, even though I don't use that label anymore, but more on that later.
This is taking too long! I want the worm now!
No!
This took weeks to make and research, because I actually care to give a proper response, and to not rush out with something. But this video will be my last drama I will be personally responding to or involved in willingly. It's taken a lot out of me. This is the reason why I got out of dramas. I don't like them. I don't find this enjoyable. Never did, even when it wasn't even about me. I just want to create art and share it, that's it.
And strike with SpongeBob forever?
I was going to originally let these people keep themselves anonymous, but then they decided to call out my friend who is a minor, and in a really disgusting way. So now I don't think these people should be able to get to hide who they are. Also, they revealed themselves on Twitter.
Hey pal, you just blowing from Stupid Town?
The two main people that are confirmed to have made the doll are 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀. My proof of why I think it's these people I'm going to put on the screen. And I think the other two people are Ari and Ashley. However, for these two, I'll be explaining why I think also made the doc later on in this video, as they both need context for why I think they are part of this doc. And these are the people who called out Kai, which was 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀. The reason why I'm putting Kai's call out first to respond to is because I feel like this is the most important thing to bring up, because this actually involves a child with a pedo who groomed them. And 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 mocking and laughing at him for getting groomed. This is the most important thing for me to clear up first for Kai. I don't give a shit what people think of me, but when an actual child is getting made fun of for being groomed by a pedo, I'm not going to keep silent. And nobody else is calling this shit out. I'm not even sure where to start with this one. But I think the only reason this call-out post was done on Kai was because they were my friend who stood up for me. But let's have a look at this call-out post. So, considering you're really big on triggers, 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀, your warnings and triggers are weak, bro. They should have been something along the lines of grooming, sexual contact between an adult and a minor, pedophilia, sexual DDLB between an adult and minor, explicit sexual content, transphobia. Also, I would age this content 18+. You showed the DMs, bro. It's not suitable for minors. And yet, you feel like the need to point out MDLG in relation to me, but not mention the other accusations against me, which you put in my doc about me. It's like you don't even believe what you wrote in that doc. The only thing you know is true about me is the MDLG, and you don't even know what it means. But more on that later. This isn't about me. This is what you, Celeste, and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 did and said to Kai. To what? To get one up on me because Kai is my friend and has stood up for me? Well, this is my friend, and even if he wasn't my friend, I'm not gonna sit here and watch you do something so awful and disgusting as what you did. You were all about, well, pointing at me. Oh, protect minors, this is a pedo, a groomer, a tracer, but you're talking shit. So let's get into what you did. You started talking about the Yuki drama, which happened 4 months ago. This was settled ages ago. Kai apologized. Stop bringing up old drama, you drama whores. You had screenshots of people calling Kai a bitch and using it as evidence that Kai's a bad person. Oh, I'm sorry, isn't that transphobic? Kai is a trans man and you're calling him a female dog. Double standards. You felt the need to bring up Kai's DMs between him and his adult groomer. Yes, that makes a person a pedo because Kai was 14 at the time. Bear in mind, he's 15 now, so the trauma is still fresh. But even so, this will probably hover over him for a long time. So, you share this with everyone. Everyone! You have stated he's a weirdo, who was sex role-playing, and why are you hiding this from your fan base? You make it sound like the child is to blame when it should be the adult. What the fuck are you on? He's not bringing this up because, oh no, he's suffering from trauma, you complete cunts. And it's none of your fucking business. You lot are full of shit. This is a person who was groomed. The police were even going to get involved. And to top it off, you victim blame him. Celeste fucking stating you are the victim, but you still should apologize. I'm going to fully read the response that Celeste did.
So, 𝒃𝓃𝓀, Kai, Chai, how would you feel if someone DM'd you a really sexual message? Like all of the above? Scared, right? So you felt like you were really comfortable doing this to people and you think people might not notice it about you. A minor like you doesn't need this foolish, absurd behavior. And if I hurt your feelings, I apologize. But you need to learn respect. Acting all cute and innocent and clearly you did something and no one is saying anything about this doesn't get you nowhere. You are the victim here. It's best to apologize for your behavior and take a break and learn from your mistakes. Supporting someone who draws really high suggestive art attracts a younger audience. It's really a shame. You haven't learned what those things get you. I get it. You are going through a lot of things. But you need to know what's right from wrong. And again, you are the victim. Stop running away and ignoring this. Apologize at least. Gossiping on YouTube is going to make shit worse. And again, you should admit this. You need to learn from your mistakes. I honestly don't want this for you.
What the fuck are you on, Celeste and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀? You complete cunts. You say you care about minors. You're against pedophiles, against groomers, against tracers. All you care about is your precious ego, clicks, drama, and entertainment with your moods. You don't care about anyone but yourself. Even though Kai said I could share the DMs, I'm not comfortable as an adult to share and for it to be exposed to minors. It's not right, man. Leave this alone. You don't know what you're talking about, and you don't know what your words do. Oh yeah, you do. You're just making fun of the situation. Even if his message was a cry for help, don't fucking mock him, you cunts. I don't care if anyone hates me, but this is wrong, and nobody else is calling this shit out. More people are fucking concerned with me blocking them, or if I was rude to them, than actually defending a child who was groomed by a pedo. You people do not have your priorities straight. I'm so fucking disappointed in people who read the doc on Kai and said nothing, or even agreed with the doc. On top of that, 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 allowed a comment on the doc saying Kai was a, and I'm going to have to say the word even though it's fucking ableist, retard, and transphobic, a bitch. Bear in mind, Kai thinks he might have autism, and a trans man, and is a child on top of that. You went too far now. You need to fucking apologize to Kai, and if you don't, I hope you lose all your followers and moots, you cunt. And this is for you, Ari. Kai is an actual, real victim of grooming from a pedo. Let that sink in. Stop stalking him and leave him alone.
I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing. And you even had the balls, Celeste, to make out like, I'm just helping you, bro. Well, at the same time, laughing about making the doc with 𝒂𝓶𝓃𝓀. You'll think you're being a righteous person making these documents who gets to tell people you're a bad person and you need to apologize, stumbling around, making assumptions on things you don't understand and frankly is none of your business. I'm just going to show some of the tweets that people have posted about Kai to show what a nasty bunch of cunts you are. Oh, and also, before I forget, they called Kai a pedo. He's only 15. These people really don't know what pedo or even groomer is. You may ask, why am I including this in my response to my call out? It's because I want these people to stop targeting my friend Kai, and if I can make that happen, my work is done. Think what you want about me, hate me, but just leave my friend alone. Also, Yuki, leave the kid alone. All you do is listen to gossip that either Ari or someone else on the internet tells you. You have no clue what's going on, and you're a goddamn adult talking about a child. A genuinely terrible person? And you talk about them like they're some kind of adult. You know those messages were actually him being 14 and the goddamn adult man grooming him. Also, this case with your friend, I wish you would actually give some fucking names. I hate how everything's anonymous, so then I can't fact check it. But even if it was true, Kai is a minor. This tweet implies that he's a fucking adult, which is disgusting. Children are not responsible for this. Fucking disgusting. Fucking disappointing.
Also, Yuki, can you please tell your boyfriend to stop gossiping about me and spreading fucking lies? Thanks!
Also, why the fuck is he sharing not safe for work with minors? That's really fucking weird, because not safe for work should be 18 plus, unless it's not actually not safe for work. What the fuck?
Even though this wasn't in the call-out doc, it was on Celestia's Twitter. So I feel this is important and I want to address this. Me and Celestia had an art trade months ago on her older Instagram account, which she moved on from. However, Kai showed me something that made me think, did she actually move accounts? Because Kai sent a message to that account recently, and for some mysterious reason he was blocked. It's just weird. But anyway, back on what we were talking about. The OC reference that she gave me was of an OC with wavy hair. It's not mentioned on the reference that it was afro hair, and she never mentioned this to me when we did the art trade. She then messaged me before the 16th of August, trying to get back in touch with me. Honestly, I was a bit wary of this, as she was one of the toxic friends I was talking about earlier in my Instagram stories. However, I thought I would give her a chance as people change and we haven't spoken in months. She then asked me for her old art trade, since apparently she lost it in storage. And when I gave her the art trade, she said, my OC now has afro hair, so if we do another art trade again, please remember that, indicating this was a new change. I'm not sure why she would lie about this, unless it was to make me look bad. Everyone knows I have no problem with drawing black hairstyles. For example, when I first started drawing 𝒂𝓃𝓀𝓃, I drew them with straight hair, as when playing Bugsnax on the Switch, the polygons were so low that I mistaken it for straight hair. It wasn't until a friend pointed it out that the official art shows locks, and then when I looked it up on my iPad, it was true and immediately changed the design of how I draw 𝒂𝓃𝓃𝓃. Celestia, you say you're helping me with this doc, but I'm not sure how you're helping me by making shit up, taking stuff out of context, and twisting my words.
What the? How the? Oh, perfect!
Especially art style.
Do it again. Show your process.
Well, first I draw this head, then I erased some of the more detailed features, and 1, 2, 3, a
Sashly art style.
thingy.
Before we begin, I'm going to explain the difference between tracing, referencing, and copying. Because Celestia and 𝒂𝓃𝓃𝓀 can't make up their mind, and neither can other people, who clearly don't know the difference.
Editing Jazz here, but I also wanted to point how much Shine is a hypocrite, because they put safe for work in their bio, yet they're literally showing how to suck a cock with a bong. Oops! Literally has a collage of titties, big juicy titties. Oh, and best of all, a strip game with minors. Oh my god! Oh, who's a massive hypocrite? a one-time thing. I've seen your Twitter. It's filled with girls in panties and lewdness everywhere. Don't say, oh, you're worse than me, Jazz. No, no. I've seen everything on there.
Oh, and fun fact, but Celestia shares her out all the time to a minor audience. All the time of how she sucks off a bung like a dick. Strip game with minors. Oh, and best of all, a collage of big fat titties objectifying and sexualizing women. Oh, but you want to be in Shy's good books, don't you, Celesta? You want to be in her good books so bad because of her big following, because you're a clout chaser, aren't you? Oh, hypocrite!
Also, Shin, I don't care what you do. Just don't be a fucking hypocrite to me, okay? Just because you want some social brownie points. But yeah, I definitely think Celestia is using you. Because if you were small like me, she would definitely turn on you and make a doc about you to get some clout too. Just something to think about when you talk to her next. Okay, rant over. Let's go back to the video.
Tracing is when you directly draw over the lines of another drawing. The reason people overlay the drawings is to either prove or disprove that it's traced. If the lines don't match up, then it's not traced. Referencing is where a drawing you made is based on an image/subject you have in front of you. You're reproducing something from real life, digital drawing, etc. It is necessary to reference a drawing from an artist or a subject in real life in an art class, as it shows you're developing ideas, art styles, etc. Teachers actually discourage you from drawing from your head in assignments, as it doesn't show your working out in the final product. Think of it like you're taking a math GCSE and only putting the answers of a question down, but not your working outs. I have done level 1, 2, 3 and 4 in the British education system, so I think I'm qualified to speak about this. And copying is where you make an identical version of something, like referencing, but with less creative freedom, but not tracing, as you are not supposed to go over the direct lines when drawing. With this information, I'm going to show you the images I allegedly traced with the speed paints too. Bear in mind, the only reason I was even doing speed paints was because I wanted to make a huge video about doing the 30-day bug snacks challenge, so I'll be showing the speed paints for each drawing they say I traced.
Also, I want to quickly talk about the crediting thing. I have credited Sashi before in the past, and I'll be showing it later in this video, but the thing is, not crediting someone isn't illegal. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice thing to do, but it isn't a necessary thing, and I thought the whole entire point of it was so a smaller artist could get a lot more attention. But the thing is, Sashi is so much bigger than me. I'm not attracting new fans to her because her fan base is my audience.
Aw, it's my backstabber! They include their own gift into this. Aw, I made many of gifts for them before in the past. Aw, you can tell how close we were by how you backstabbed me, didn't you, 𝒯𝒽𝒶𝓃𝓀? I even made an animation meme for you. Aw, but that didn't still stop you from backstabbing me. What an amazing friend you are. You're so helping me out. Now I can feel paranoid about all my friends doing this to me. You help me out so much. Also, this bullshit up. I've been Jazz's friend for some time, but this is really going too far. She was a really good artist when I met her, but the stuff she draws now is seriously fucked up. I want to help her out of this shit, but she never listens to anyone who tries to do so. So, sadly... Oh, shut the fuck up, 𝒯𝒽𝒶𝓃𝓀! I've seen the fucked up shit you've drawn before.
What? Because my stuff is lewd and I'm also doing gore?
Oh, shut the fuck up! If my stuff is fucked up, then so is yours.
This artwork was a fucking vent, so fuck off.
Okay, enough about my backstabber for now. Let's go back to the tracing allegations. Only got a few more pictures left to show you.
But for real, people don't know what the difference between tracing and referencing is. Do I take too much inspiration from Sashi? I think so, yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'm not good at bullshit, yeah. But the thing is, I want to learn, and the best way to do that is to reference. And once I learned, how to draw like her in her old art style, of course I'm gonna branch out and make my own more original stuff. Trust me, I'm gonna run out of references soon, and then I'll be forced to be original. Life's not fair! I want to include the speed paint of a video called Nymphology to show that I don't trace my animations. This is the only speed paint for an animation I have, as it was my final project for art and design level 4. Also, I have limited storage space, so I can't keep speed paints for everything. I had referenced 𝒃𝒽𝒃𝓃𝓀 and 𝒍𝒽𝒀𝓀 in Nymphology. The part I referenced from 𝒃𝒽, I didn't even realize at the time. She asked for it to not be referenced in the description of her animation, and I did apologize for this and pinned it in the comments. But even people were saying I traced this, and people thought the 𝒍𝒽𝒀𝓀𝓃𝓃𝓀 part I referenced was done by 𝒃𝒽 too. It was around after this that I really started to delete comments and block people, because even when I tried to explain, they were not having it and called me a tracer and worse. So now I don't even bother explaining, I just delete and block. Editing Jazz here, but they also forgot to put a stupid emoji on this text in the doc. So 𝒃𝒽𝒃𝓃𝓀, Celestia, Ari, or Ashley says, even if I did have a speed paint for my art, they would not actually count because you can make a private layer on Procreate. Basically making it so I can't prove my innocence to these people, even though the lines don't match up. Dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun, oh my god, oh my fucking god, holy shit, oh my god, it is not even in the fucking same place. Holy shit! Oh my fucking god! Oh wow! Look at that ass! It is not in the same fucking place! How the fuck are people thinking this is traced? Are they fucking blind? Are you fucking blind, Shy? You fucking blind because it doesn't match up. What the fuck is so obvious? What I'm referencing? Oh my fucking god, I didn't realize it was such a fucking crime here. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Jazz references shit. Oh! But anyway, so I thought of another way to clear my name too. I'm going to draw for you all with my iPad screen record, which there is no possible way I could trace using this method. And bear in mind, a tracer would not be able to draw well if they only trace, because they would only know how to do the line art and not actual drawing and sketching. Content warning, but the screen will flash as I show the speed paint. You can skip to this time if your eyes are sensitive to that. However, this is a very important piece of information. I also wanted to note, but it's very difficult to screen record on my iPad, as it takes a lot of storage space up, and my Procreate app crashed 3 times while making these speed paints, making me have to restart over and over again. The speed paint is awful to look at, and it's a pain to do. That's why I always screen record with Procreate. Anyway, here's the speed paint. But while this speed paint is going on, I'll be answering some questions about why I have chosen to draw like 𝒍𝒽𝒃𝓃𝓀's old art, because I feel it's important. A person said I'm unoriginal for drawing like 𝒍𝒽𝒃, and to be honest, who is original? Nobody. I've seen 𝒍𝒽𝒃𝓃𝓀's new and old art style before. I've seen dead cheese before, kitty dogs, etc. Every art style has been done before. It's just a matter on if that art style is popular or not at that time. I would say the only art style that was completely original for its time was Vincent van Gogh, and even then, it's not original now because it's been done. I draw to make myself happy, and drawing in 𝒍𝒽𝒃𝓃𝓀's old art style makes me happy. She doesn't care what I do. I'm an adult, as she says. So why are you all getting offended for her? If she really didn't like me, she would comment herself on my stuff, saying that she doesn't like it. She doesn't need you guys to speak for her. And even if she didn't like me using a very similar art style to her old one, she doesn't own it, because you can't copyright an art style. And to be honest, it's nobody else's business what I do with the art style. Yes, this means you, Celestia. If you don't like my art style, then that's fine. Just go to a different artist that has a more original quote-unquote art style. Don't harass me into making everything about you. This means you, Celestia, as well. And about how my content has changed over the 2 years I've been on the internet. Yes, it has. But an artist should be allowed to change over time. I just want to be happy. I'm not some kind of mindless content creator for you all. I'm just a human being. And yet you all treat me like I'm some sort of emotionless creature that you can all verbally abuse, calling me things that are not true just to control me like a puppet. I really feel like some of you really need to let go of the old me. I'm not the same person that I used to be, and that's okay. I feel like the situation was mainly started by 𝒃𝓃𝓀 because I started drawing more lewd, safer work art. But if you don't like it so much, 𝒃𝓃𝓀, then stop following me and stalking me and talking about me on Twitter. But instead, because you don't like how my content is, everyone must not like how it is too, which is selfish and so self-centered of you. And to be honest, very mean that you would just start all of this just because you don't like my content. And it's fine to not like my content, but for fuck's sake, why the fuck did you have to lie about me just to try and control me? Telling all my ex-friends how bad I am and making them gossip with you. Making me more isolated so that you can have a better way of controlling me, so I would do exactly what you wanted me to do. That's extremely manipulative of you. How cruel. You're a cruel person. And before you say, oh my god, I can't say this to a fucking minor, fuck off. You didn't treat Kai the same way. You're all fucking hypocrites. When I call out someone that so happens to be a minor, which I did not know at the time, you're like, oh my god, Jazz is such a terrible person. But when Yuki calls out Kai, which he knows is a fucking child, you're like brown-nosing him, being like, oh my god, oh poor Yuki, the grown-ass man. Also, Yuki's much fucking bigger than me. But enough about that. The speed paint's over. Also, the reason why I didn't screen record on the iPad for the colouring and shading is because no, and it's not important, but I thought just to share how I colour and shade just for the people that want to know. Also, oh my god, Celeste, did you really request yourself to be anonymous on Twitter when you wrote the doc yourself? Oh my god, that's so fucking cringy! You say they finally did something about her while you actually read the doc yourself! That's so cringe! Oh my god!
I'm back in the fucking building again! Oh my god!
Have I caused or been involved in some dramas? Who hasn't at this point? But I've always apologised when being in the wrong. Even me and Ash have messaged a few weeks ago and I apologised to her personally. And we left on a good note. She even said herself she doesn't want to dwell on past dramas. So why are we bringing this up again? Look, I'm trying to change. I don't want to be in or cause any more dramas. But I did used to hang around people who used to be really into drama. But I moved on from these people and have changed. Unfortunately, I will have to get into and talk about some of these dramas in this video to explain the situation.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Oh my god, Sachi doesn't like me. How will I sleep at night? So anyway, 𝒃𝓃𝓀, 𝒃𝓃𝓀, and Ari, if you actually did your research, you would know that they actually do like my art, but are uncomfortable with it as they are 17, which is fine. But the screenshot shown in the doc has been cropped showing no date, no context, nothing. But it seems weird how out of the blue, Ash commented on one of my videos when she never spoken to me before other than saying thank you for a gift in the past. It's almost like someone tried to stir up drama with me and Ashley. Ashley was told I was clout chasing as well, which I wasn't, and I'm in the wrong fandom to clout chase. Also, she said she doesn't know who to trust anymore. Oh, I also forgot to note, but the first appearance of this screenshot was from 𝒃𝓃𝓀.
Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong and welcome to Pointless.
Back on the 14th of May, a fan of mine on Instagram informed me that someone had possibly stolen my receipt on Twitter, but they were not sure as it looked like fan art of my persona. I asked my fans on my story if they could go and ask, as I don't have Twitter myself. They informed me that it wasn't, and I quote, "It's mine, and I am AO." I completely forgot about Jazzabellina until someone told me I looked like them, so I went to look and I realized I did. So I found it quite hard to believe that both mine and theirs are squirrels, which is a rare animal as a persona, as well as being albino with a strange color inside, both of them being blue, as well as having hearts on the tip of the ears, which I haven't seen before. Even the different coloured eye was the same. So now I was trying to get the artist's attention. But since I don't have Twitter, I had to ask my fans to go over there and ask them to change the design. It was all taking place on my story, as I didn't want to do some kind of call-out post just yet, because I'd rather try and sort things out rather than have everyone know and have, a chance of them being severely harassed. I did vent about it on my story, about how shitty it felt to have your OC stolen. And because I took such heavy inspiration for one of my OC's 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃𝓀 design from Sashley, I felt like I needed to change 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃's design, and even her name, without anyone asking me to do so, because I felt so bad about it. Only one person had done something when I posted the original design for 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃. It was about how I should credit Sashley, but that's it. I even apologised to Sashley, even though she didn't even know what was going on. Ashley did change the OC, and I have no problems with it. Also, I did accuse their friend, 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃, of stealing my OC as well, as that was very similar. However, I found out we were just similar, and made our OCs around the same time, and I apologised publicly and privately to 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃, and 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 apologised to me on behalf of Ashley, because we are not on the same platform. Me and 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 were on such good terms after the drama, she even made fan art for me of me and 𝒌𝒶𝓃𝓀. So it came to my surprise, out of all the dramas I've been in, this was one of the main dramas that was brung up in the doc. And I'm extremely surprised that 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 would lie about this situation. And since 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 and Ashley are good friends, it seems odd that neither of them would stand up for me, saying that the person who made the doc was lying. Well, unless they were both people who made the doc. Well, we definitely know that 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 made the doc. But out of everyone, 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 knew I didn't have Twitter. So why is she blaming me for not sorting things out privately when she knew I couldn't? She also lied about me knowing Ashley is a minor, where Ashley has never stated her age anywhere. Also, looking at her Twitter account makes me wonder if she even is a minor, as she draws not safe for work commissions, follows 18+ accounts, and she worries about minors looking at her art, but she still posts very suggestive sex poses, questionable rapey kink, questionable underage little kid looking OC, with adult man OC saying age is just a number. I know she stated they're 21, but come on, it looks sus. It's just weird to me. They even stated they responded with violence to a drama before. Also, Ashley has been accused of tracing by others in the past. They are only doing stuff to be popular. Also, in 2020 to 2023 of improvements, it looks like she included other artists' work and tried to pass it off as her own. Also, made an exposed video on another artist who seems to be referencing other people's artwork, not tracing. They are hypocritical because they say I can't say anything rude to people, but they do it to others. And if you say anything, then they'll just use the minor card all the fucking time. Which is a bit hypocritical because you call out me for using my autism excuse once and then say I use it all the time, while you use the minor excuse all the time. And by the way, I'm stage 2. They get angry when you get inspired by them, but when they're inspired by others, they say they're just not inspired by them. But then they say they are, so what the fuck?
Work for me, I'm sitting. Big passengers, big passengers. I said first text in a cute way, and then I told you we're planned for 7 fucking days, yeah?
This video also shows 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 doesn't know what tracing is. 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 on Twitter is saying that we've never talked before, even though we did, and I have the text here to prove it. She even made me a fucking gift. Apparently Ashley going back on their word and saying that they never copied my OC, even though you said you did through 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃. This is the reason why I think 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃 and Ashley both worked on the doc together with Celestia and Ari. Because they're fucking bored and they want some clout. Oh, I'm so fucking bored now. It's not relevant anymore, so why are we going over this? And it's hypocritical because Yuki did it to Kai and he's a grown-ass man. And you were fine with that.
Yeah, you suck. You just fucking suck. Blows my mind that somebody like this not only exists, but also is delusional enough to post it online. Just literally put his face on this garbage.
I also wanted to point out, but 𝒯𝒽𝒾𝓃𝓀 has lied about their age. I thought people increased their age once a year, not twice in less than a week.
Trash can, I said, that's a bit sussy. I looked at my penis, I think of the astronaut's helmet, and I go, penis? More like peen sus! Ah!
So apparently I have a Twitter account now? This is news to me. I hate Twitter. It's filled with drama and a shit place. Everyone knows I don't do Twitter. I had to use someone else's Twitter account to view and get all the research for this video. Anyway, the Jazzabellina account was created in June 2023 with no content posted on it. Also, the first liked post is one of Ashley's arts. Okay, a bit sus. But anyway, it seems like the person who created the account is following Sashi's main account and a bunch of Pokemon accounts. Just to be clear, I'm not into Pokemon, especially now. They also like Splatoon art, which is another franchise I'm not into. My so-called Twitter account doesn't like or follow things I'm actually into. Bugsnax, Cuphead, favorite artist, Sashi's second account, Tiff, Kitty Dog, Yuki, etc. Also, the art used in my profile is old art. And crusty, must have been screenshotted. And I would never use an old design of Tiana and instead use my persona for my main account on a social media platform. Also, this account was created when I was extremely ill and gone from the internet. But anyway, it's a bit weird how when the doc was created on me, that suddenly Celeste found my so-called Twitter account. I mean, these people have been stalking and cataloging everything I do. Wouldn't they have known about the Twitter account already? Just seems sus. Make up your own conclusions. And just to state, I will never have a Twitter account. Only these are my socials.
I'm so glad you asked. I believe there may be a factory located on this very island, hidden somewhere deep underground. I have charts. Let me show you my charts later. I was too exposed.
I have never faked my autism. I have stage 2 autism. From a very young age, I've always been crude with my humour. And I know for some people, it can make them uncomfortable. The only ones who accepted me was my friends who I grew up with in my special needs school. As they were crude like me. For those who do not understand the term, it's a school only for children who have a statement, education plan, people with mid or low autism / ADHD / Down syndrome, etc. Also, in the UK, only 30% of children diagnosed with autism will be eligible to go to these schools.
Jeremiah was at a mainstream nursery where he made very little progress. 70% of children who have autism are able to go to mainstream schools. Only those that are more severely affected attend special schools.
My school only had 90 pupils, with 2 classes for each year, and I attended it from 11 to 16. Also, the majority of pupils were boys. In my class, it was just me and one other girl, so I mainly grew up with boys. My best friends were all boys who are crude like me, so it's not for everyone, I get that. I have stated many times, if you don't like me or my art, unfollow me, no hard feelings. I don't think people realize, but in my head, my crude jokes are funny, but I can get they can make some people uncomfortable. But it's up to you to scroll by and ignore it, or even block me. Ari, please stop saying I have mild autism, which is stage 1. I actually do believe you have autism. You do seem to show some traits, although you seem a bit confused on where you are on the spectrum. Which is it? Low? Stage 3? Bear in mind, my second cousin, who is 27, is stage 3, so I know what it looks like, and he wouldn't even be allowed or capable to interact on social media. Mid? Stage 2? This is me, and I'm 21, and my grammar, spelling are for shit. I also need help in writing essays. I always need someone to write down what I'm saying for college. Or you stated you're high, stage 1.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is you, Ari. It sounds like you.
And we don't claim her? What community? We're all different and individuals. I am nothing like my second cousin who is stage 3, and his siblings who also have stage 2 autism are nothing like him. My autism will affect me for the rest of my life, but it's not my identity. I want to be in a community that shares my interests not because we're all the same. So just to clarify, I have stage 2 autism according to the DSM-5. Also, because some of my artwork has been called out as what the fuck? Let me try and explain my shit, 𝒃𝓃𝓀. Gary. Gay. Gay man. I trained you to now respond to not only Gary, but gay. How do you feel, gay?
I suck his dick with a smile for hours at a time.
Hey bro, have you ever felt like your day's just going too well? Don't worry, I've solved it for you. Take a look what I'm making, it's beautiful. Oh yeah bro, look at that fucking ass! Yay! Aww.
What is that? Is that your fucking mermaid man persona? That's cringe. You're cringe!
A few moments later.
Which one did you milk then?
Dad,
Honey, he said he pumped milk.
what have you ever milked?
Cat?
A cat? I had no idea you could milk a cat.
Oh yeah, you can milk anything with nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Could you milk me?
Okay, could we change the subject, perhaps?
Sandy cheeks! I'm coming to grab those cheeks!
How is this taken seriously? It literally says, it's my turn to clap your cheeks tonight, Chandler.
Well, yes, I just thought that we were roommates with benefits.
Gay, homosexual. Yes, I really did say this in real life. And my in real life special needs friends at my special needs school. It was a parody of the "oh, that's gay" comment, but instead of it talking about something that's slightly feminine or something that looks bad, we just thought it was funny just saying something that's gay when it's obviously gay, like two men kissing. And also I call my cat Gay because his name almost sounds like gay with it being Gary. We never found this offensive because one, I'm gay, one of my friends was gay, and the other two were bi, so, you know, yeah.
Why didn't you hit it yourself? What the heck?
Sending message from Professor Nakayama to Jack.
And now we play the waiting game.
Do you like me? Oh, come on. That's your message, really, Nakayama?
Back! You twisted tongue!
So I was dared by one of my friends in the Bugsnax community to read a Bugsnax 4 fanfiction, like how you would normally dare people to do something they normally wouldn't do. But what happened instead of me just cringing out and being like, I fucking hate you bro, why did you dare me to do that? I was like getting like into it bro, if you know what I mean. So then I said jokingly on my story, hey guys, I think I'm into 4 now. It wasn't meant to be taken as, oh I'm telling people my kinks, it's more the fact of, look, that person was dared into doing something they didn't want to do. And then they found out they actually liked it when they did it. I bet you didn't expect that. Joke's on you, bro. What a loser.
Wow. 5 hours go by pretty fast when we're working together, Wambi. And now that the avalanche is cleared away, we can go explore the top of the mountain.
Triffy, I'm almost 50, and my back's at least 100. Let's go lie down for a spell.
So, according to these people, if I apologize and make my account 18, then what? I'm not a pedo anymore. What sort of fuckery is this? If someone is a pedo, they go to prison. That's it. You can't go throwing around accusations of this person here is a pedo and say my autism is really pedophilia. That's just gross and fucking ableist. Stop spreading lies about me, Ari. I never talk sexual to you in a live stream or anyone else. I never been sexual to anyone on the internet. You originally said when I was on live stream, I was talking about my OCs having sex when you were 14. Then it was 13. Also, I was sexual to other minors? You say you have proof, but never show it. Is it cause it never happened? Or are you talking about the times when we were talking on live about Bugsnax and I would randomly say, I would smash floofty? Those types of phrases are in Bugsnax, which is rated 3. I repeat, it is rated age 3 and above. And I didn't mean it in a sexual way. I was trying to be funny. And you called that grooming? Which is fucking disgusting. And you even say my autism isn't autism, it's pedophilia. And you say this as someone with high functioning autism. So that's fucking disgusting and ableist. All I have ever talked about on live stream while drawing was art or Bugsnax. Also, you apologized to me a week before this drama happened. I'm gonna read the full conversation between me and Ari before all this drama happened, as I feel these are extremely important for you to understand that Ari is lying about me being a pedophile. Hey, you might remember me for my horrible actions regarding you. I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a while. But I really apologize for my actions a few months back. I know and you are fully understand if you don't forgive me. But I am really sorry for the horrible things in the call out. I blew things way out of proportion, and I've been really shitty to people recently. And I don't know if you're even going to read this, understandably. I honestly miss streams, and talking about Bugsnax with you and all that. I got so caught up in my own ego for drama, that I completely forgot about how my actions may up hurting someone. This comment is not sarcasm, it's not a joke, it's real. On a side note, I love what you did with Puddy's design. He is going through his emo phase, lol. Aw, it's okay, I forgive you. We all make mistakes in our lives. We are all human, and I like to forgive and forget. Thank you so much for the apology, it was very sweet of you to do. I miss talking about Bugsnax too. It was a lot of fun on the streams. I hope to do them again when I fully return soon. Just working on the Milk and Cookies project. I overestimated how long it was going to take, lol. The rest of my message was just a bunch of hearts. No problem, I never meant to make the drama go that far. Again, I was caught up in my own ego and desire for action and drama. I hurt you, and a lot of people. Also, I am so excited for the project Milk and Cookies. I'm theorizing it's a whole AMV, or maybe a map? Don't worry, we all make mistakes. I'm sure the others will understand. It can happen to the best of us. Oh, and a hint for the Milk and Cookies project. It's much bigger than the AMV or map, since I'm doing it all by myself when it's normally done by a team of animators, but lol. It's the reason it's taking so long, but it's so close to finishing. OMG, maybe an animated series? God, I am literally jumping up and down. Jazz making cringe wink. For context, this is the picture that they're talking about. Random, but I remember when he made a cactus Triffy. I thought that was so goofy when I played Bugsnax for the first time, lol. Also, I love the background on this. It's so soft and cute. Oh my gosh, I remember too. I thought it was the first moment I burst out into laughter while playing the game. One of his best lines.
Yeah, farming didn't go so well today. Soil's depleted. But I won't give up yet. I wonder how your day is going. Oh, Triffy, I miss you so much. I would hug your cactus facsimile, but it would only hurt me further.
Or my favourite is when Filbo is hosting the first party and Filbo comes up to Wambus and tries to act all buddy-buddy with him.
Welcome to the party, Wambone!
We are not friends.
Also, thank you! I'm trying to get better at them so my characters are not all in the void. I changed my account to Cindy Ass 18 because people from my school were stalking me.
Also thinking about replaying Bugsnax. They should make Bugsnax too, because I feel like there would be so much potential for more storyline. I can't seem to find it on my search. I don't know if I'm being dumb or not. I've been wanting to replay it too. I really should. I thought they were basically teased a sequel with the secret ending. I'm not saying anything specific because I don't know if you have got it yet, because I didn't even know of it until I beat the game a few times. No, I did get the secret ending. I am so excited if there's going to be a second Bugsnax. I played the game in one sitting. Crying emoji, cry! Yeah, and those texts about the 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 and everything like that, that was literally a day before the drama happened, so yeah, you can make up your mind if this person is telling the truth about what they've been saying. I mean, they literally said they miss my old live streams. They miss the old live streams. What the fuck? I thought you said you were groomed and everything like that and I was a terrible person. Yet you say you miss my live streams. And talking about Bugsnax for me. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god! And after the drama started on me, you strangely deleted your apology to me and public conversations with me. This is all why I think you're part of this call out too. You have done it in the past, and you have clearly lied to me about changing as a person. So to set the record straight, I'm not a pedo. I'm not even keen on people my own age. I like older women, or other genders that don't have a penis. I even mentioned this on my stories. Also, Ari, you even say that you knew this. So why after you apologized and said you played up for drama, you're now back at it again? I guess your ego needed to be fed. Also, you know it's a crime to falsely accuse someone of a crime, right? Also, Kai is an actual victim of grooming by a paedophile. You are not. You are the type of people that make it very difficult for actual victims to be believed. You can't just go around crying pedo. Also, I stated in a reference post about my persona, please don't be sexual towards me. It makes me uncomfortable. As I've had creepy sexual messages, DMs, comments, fan art that have made me very uncomfortable. It's so bad I don't even respond to DMs anymore. Please, everyone, don't call my OCs minors or the Bugsnax characters, as they are all adults. Yes, this includes you, Celestia and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀. You haven't even played the fucking game. I even made an Instagram story to protect minors. Please don't tag Not Safe for Work fan art for me, because my followers might look at the stuff tagged for me and stumble on actual Not Safe for Work. Also, I can't believe Ari, which is the only person out of the 4 that has actually played the game, as they have gotten the secret ending to Bugsnax, which is not exactly an easy thing to get, didn't mention to Celestia, hey, all the Bugsnax characters are actually adults. Maybe you shouldn't say that they're all minors. But nah, you'd rather lie about me being a paedophile, wouldn't you? You always have to get your ego stroked, don't you? Also, yeah, these are all the official ages for the Bugsnax characters, who is a story editor and artist for the game Bugsnax, as this was an official Reddit Q&A from the Bugsnax creators. So, yeah. And holy shit, I was almost right about 𝒃𝓃𝓀 being old as fuck. And oh my fucking god, I didn't know Chandler and Snorpy was like late 20s. That's a lot older than I thought they were. I thought Chandler was like in his early 20s, like 20 or 21. But he's almost gonna head into fucking DILF territory. But anyway, back on topic. Just because I make safer work suggestive / lewd and wholesome art doesn't make me a paedophile. I'm not making my art for kids or anyone else. I make it for myself and for fun. And just share it on the internet, and if someone likes it, cool! But if you don't, that's fine too, just move on. Even Sashli said, you're an adult, you can draw what you want, and that's what I'm doing. For those who think all my audience is minors, I'm going to show you guys my main audience, because people are assuming that majority is 13 to 17. Well, here you go. 90% of my audience is adults. I have more people aged between 35 to 45 than aged in 13 to 17. Ooh, how does that feel, Celestia? Ooh, you're so fucking wrong. At least I have some evidence to prove my words. You're just making up headcanons. As for the MDLG, you don't know what you're talking about, Celestia. You didn't even look it up. You just asked someone underage what it is. Of course they wouldn't know what it is. It's not for minors. And it's weird that you even asked a minor. Also, the minor who shared the wiki picture and cropped it didn't include the part saying between consenting adult women. I've never stated on my Instagram about MDLG, only on my YouTube bio, which, as I stated, is 90% adults. And the way I see MLG is not even sexual. MDLG can range from sexual to non-sexual. Not even the MLG community can agree on what it is exactly. For me, it's non-sexual and a comfort thing. I want cuddles and hot chocolate and plushies and watching SpongeBob. None of this age play or anything like that. That's why I put in my bio, nothing weird please. It's not even a kink to me because it's not sexual in any way. And to why I posted it in my bio? Why not? Everyone shares their interests and all the weird shit they're into. I saw all your Twitters. And again, 90% of my audience on YouTube is adults. Also, 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 is comparing being sexual and perverted towards minors on the same level as fictional characters. What the fuck? Look, 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀, one of them is gonna make you get in prison if you do it, and the other one literally harms no one. Also, I've never indicated that autism is fun. I've actually indicated the opposite. It's fucking terrible. I fucking hate living with it. I really fucking hate how nobody can seem to understand me, so don't fucking put words in my mouth, 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀. Also, Celestia compares gay people, trans people, and people of color like Black, Asian, etc. to people that have literally a mental disorder. Literally has a disability. Holy shit, that is fucking offensive, Celestia.
Sorry, Snorp Dog. Meanwhile...
That animation. That's not what's happening. That's the least subtle thing in the world.
Look, if it shows naked penis, nipples, vagina, or naked people having sex, or clothed people having sex, or sex act, then it's porn, not safe for work. If it doesn't show these things, it's not porn. It's safe for work. It's pretty black and white to me. And seriously, cis men, some trans men, and some trans women, and some MBs have bulges. Same goes for boobs. I don't understand why everything has to be genderless. It's a bit weird. That's not how things are in real life. And if you really think my stuff is softcore porn, and if you're 18 or older, then go and look it up on Google Images to find some actual softcore porn. And maybe you can finally educate yourself on what actually is softcore porn. Because clearly, none of you have seen it. Because YouTube and Instagram are fine with my content. Because guess what? It is safe for work. Lewd, but still safe for work.
Hey, Squidward.
I'm going to show the whole conversation on screen while I'm talking. They basically lied in the doc saying I wanted the age of consent down when I wasn't. I wanted to increase it. Even Celestia said in the doc that I wanted the age of consent raised up to 18 in Britain. For context, I did what Celestia asked for months ago by putting things in my bio like suggested content or 13 plus and sometimes 16 plus. But Celestia, who is 17, and Luna, who is an adult, is so delusional and doesn't actually know what not safe for work and softcore porn is. They were trying to make me out as someone who thinks porn should be shown to kids because I label my content 13 plus and sometimes 16 plus, and they think my stuff is not safe for work, which it isn't. That's why I stopped listening to them with this age rating thing, because it seems like they just want to trap me instead of actually protecting kids. I mean, look at what they did to Kai. You don't give a shit about minors. You're just here for the fucking clout. I stated multiple times I think parents need to be responsible for what their child is looking at on the internet. Even Cardi B agrees on this, but others say no, it's up to the creators. Well, I think the real reason is, if their parents did know what they were looking at, they wouldn't agree on what they were looking at. And don't come at me with these trigger warning things as well. It's not my responsibility, and YouTube and Instagram are fine with it. Also then, if I use trigger warnings, Celestia then can twist it into, oh my god, Jazz thinks it's okay to show jiggling boobs to kids. Oh my god, she thinks it's okay to share big bulges. to kids because I share it publicly, even though it is safe for work. Because Celestia really wants me to be a pedophile. Not if I am or aren't, because I'm not a pedo. She wants me to be a pedo.
I mean, look, she even fucking fakes her own fucking goddamn proof because it's her typing all this shit. Because it's not just, oh, it's a bunch of people. It's just her typing this shit over and over again to try and convince people that, look, the majority thinks that she's a pedophile. When I'm not, and I've shown that I'm obviously into older women or older MBs. I mean, for fuck's sake, I keep thirsting over Floofty, who is goddamn 30 years old! Over 30 years old! And that means they're over 10 years older than me!
No matter what I do, I'm gonna somehow still be called a pedophile. No matter what I do, because Celestia wants me to be a pedophile. It's time to go back to the video. I can't win with these people. I can't win. That's why I don't bother and I just ignore these freaks. And if the parents allow you on YouTube, or you go behind that back, which isn't my responsibility, it's theirs, you are literally agreeing that you are going to see content that is aged 13 to 17.
It seems this substance becomes quite volatile when removed from its origin. A flaw in its design, perhaps. How troublesome. I may need to employ a more direct method of study. By which I mean, bring another sample here and throw it at me before it combusts. I am wearing goggles, aren't I? Since the spice causes no apparent harm to bug snacks, I am reasonably certain that I will be fine. The goggles! They do nothing!
Oh, fucking damn! That was so fucking hard! This was the first time I realised I had feelings for Floofty. I would so fucking smash them! For me, sex and gender are separate, and not the old-fashioned way of thinking sex and gender are the same thing. When I did Floofty's character sheet, I had sex and gender, as I was getting before that, not safe for work of Floofty, brackets, male-bodied with more masculine parts, if you know what I mean, and my OC having sex. As a lesbian, this made me very uncomfortable. I had permission from these artists to show the censored versions of these not safe for work artworks. Please do not try and find out who they are. They didn't know at the time I'm not into penis. No hate to them, please. It was an honest mistake. That's why I thought I would mention their sex, so people would see I'm not into penis. I just wanted people to respect and know my orientation. I wasn't trying to make MBs uncomfortable or dysphoric. And if you feel like this, Atsukun, why did you make gift art for me of my OC and Floofty having boobs? You yourself are non-binary, and you complained in the document that you feel dysphoric with any link to your original sex you were born with. But in your bio, you state you use she, her pronouns along with your others, and you're a lesbian, which conflicts with what you put in the doc. I'm just genuinely confused. I just feel like you're just making shit up just to make me look like I'm a fucking terrible person again. And for those who accused me of never dating an MB, well, I have dated 7, and they never had a problem with me being lesbian. This is also the reason why I hate labels on myself. I'm a lesbian. I've known that since I was 11. I came out to my parents around 12, and I was lucky my parents accepted me. Back then, lesbian was defined as same-sex attraction, which describes me. But now lesbian has been recently changed to same-gendered attraction, which is kind of me. As long as there's no penis, I'm good. But I've dated MBs, which is not the same gender. So I started questioning myself because MBs are not females. I can't be attracted to them. And looking at all the other identities, nothing works for me. I'm not bi or pan because that opens up even more penis! Penis is my enemy! And no, just because I draw bulges doesn't mean I'm sexually attracted to them. They're just fun to draw. So now I'm a member of the No Labels community. A community of one! Yay! Go me! All are welcomed. We provide eggs, flour, milk, butter, chocolate chips, and vanilla extract stirred well and baked in a heat sauce for ya. And for those people who ask why Floofty has fake boobs, I designed it more like they were floofting up the fur on their chest to create fake boobs. Anyway, in the game, Floofty's species don't have boobs, and you would know this at Skun if you actually played the goddamn game! Why do research when you can just point the finger and go, haha! Pedo! no! Transphobia! Racist! All the other ists and cis and whatevers! Anyway, back on topic. But I thought, well, not all MBs are the same. Some have boobs, some don't. So I thought it would be an interesting character quirk, and why not? I like boobs. And seriously, there's nothing wrong with a sexual orientation, guys. Someone was saying I called 𝒯𝒽𝒶𝓃𝓀 she, her. I've never done that, ever. Stop pulling shit out your ass. I don't understand why people think I want to disrespect MBs. I mean, my favorite fictional Muppet that I simp for so much is an MB. I mean, I made my character in Tamagotchi life marry 𝒯𝒽𝒶𝓃𝓀. My mother must be so proud of me.
Wow, you guys are good. I'm the last person I would have suspected, but I was looking for me all the time. It's the perfect crime.
I'm just going to show you this conversation between one of my friends and Ari. Yeah, this is basically just my opinion on the whole entire thing.
Where did Sean go?
I don't know. He went by running.
Oh, God.
He went, I'll run away, and then he just...
Celestia in the document leaked these DMs between me and a friend I thought I could trust. These DMs are between me and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀. I'm going to show you the whole conversation between us because I have nothing to hide. And the original doc doesn't show all the conversation. You can pause to read, but I'll summarize it because it's not really a big deal. The DMs show my first reaction to being told about the doc. It was a bit much for me to process. That's why I asked him to tell me a bit later, as I'm prone to bursting into tears and getting overly emotional and having meltdowns. I'm not trying to use this as an excuse, but this is my autism and it's a side effect of it. This is why I had to have a 2-month break from the internet and why I didn't want to get involved in dramas. But 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 sent it anyway. Also, they did know who posted the original doc as they commented on Celestia's Twitter post. To be honest, this feels and looks like a trap. And I even asked, is there anything you wanted me to clear up? And they said no. I was also going to ignore this doc on me, as I didn't think people would believe it, but I was incorrect. And now this has made me very weary of people that I thought I could trust. People just like lying. I don't understand. I've always tried to be at least honest. And if you see this 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀, this is why I blocked you. I thought you were a good friend. We even were going to make an animation meme together, but now I see you weren't my friend at all. You weren't even brave enough to put your name on this doc, even knowing that I knew it was you. Coward! Also, it was weird how as soon as I thought it was Ari and told you, the doc was changed so some of Ari's tweets were in the doc. So it would make it seem like the doc was not made by Ari, since 4 of the people that made the doc wanted to stay anonymous. But it's clear these people don't actually care about keeping themselves anonymous, as Celestia and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀 has shown. I feel like this was made to trick me, but it's very obvious it's you, Ari, and it would make sense that you would do that as you're a liar. I'm one of these people, if you're a dick to me, I'll be a dick to you back. And yeah, I called them snowflakes. I even apologized afterwards, but being called a snowflake does not compare to what they were calling me. Pedo, groomer, and I faked my autism? And even now, they are still pissy about me calling them snowflakes once, proving to me, yeah, I'm right, they are a bunch of snowflakes.
Freezer's all filled up with my snowflake collection, so...
No! They said I went away because of my art. Like, see? She knew she was this bad person who then deleted their art. But they neglected to show my first story I posted after coming back. The reason I went away was after finishing my exams, I was mentally in a bad way. I was burnt out, feeling insecure, and I couldn't deal with any more dramas. I just needed a break away from everything. When I did decide to come back, I made a promise to myself I wouldn't get involved in any more dramas. Doesn't matter who or what started it. I don't want to know anymore. This is me changing as a person. I archived my old art because I wanted a fresh start, and I'm still very insecure about it.
Bro, you really did me a solid.
Well, thanks for that, guys. You really helped me out. Thanks for backstabbing me, 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀, and 𝒯𝒃𝓃𝓀, and Ari, and Celestia. Also for twisting my words and flat out lying about me. Calling me all the words ending with phobic and ist. This has helped me out so much from real life. Having no sleep for 24 hours at a time, panic attacks in public. I now have a fear about talking to people online. Oh, and now my trust in people is at an all-time low. Oh, and comparing autism with paedophilia? Nice one! Thanks again, guys. With helpful friends like you watching my back, I know I'm in safe hands. And no wonder you tried to keep yourself anonymous, as you're a bunch of liars and hypocrites. And I want to tell Ari something. You have this really strange obsession with me, as well as Kai. Stalking us even though we have both blocked you? This is disturbing. This parasocial relationship that you have with me. It's really creepy, to be honest. We were never close. We never even DM'd each other. You were just a fan that was in my live streams. That's it. We were never friends, and never will be. You have crossed the line, and I can never forgive you for what you did to me. Please never talk to me or about me again. I want you out of my life forever after this. So I'll state this for everyone. If you don't like my stuff or it makes you uncomfortable, I understand. Just unfollow and block me. No hard feelings. We all know how to like the same thing. So fuck off, Celestia. If you don't like my stuff, stop stalking me. Also, 𝒃𝓃𝓀, we are definitely not friends anymore. I thought you were nice when we first met, but I realized you were as fake as Celestia. And Ashley and Celestia, shut the fuck up about me. You're a hypocrite and only here for clout. I hope you got what you wanted. And when I do make stuff that is not safe for work, I will mark it as 18+. Also, Celestia, you keep saying how bad harassing is to me and Kai in our docs. But Celestia, do you realize how hypocritical you're being by literally tweeting about me to try and get me dogpiled? And you even made a massive doc on me and Kai, when you could have just talked to us by private DM. But instead you like to publicly shame us. And no, just saying please don't harass these people never works. And you know it. Also, it contradicts with you just telling them to report our accounts. And contradicts just helping you, bro. How are you helping people by getting them cancelled? But hey, at least you got me to lose my so-called friends, and even made them your friends instead. So at least you deframed me just like you wanted. I hope it was worth it. But enough about them. Please follow my friend Kai. They're an amazing artist and animator, and a good friend who stuck by me when most people didn't, and didn't deserve the call-out doc that was done on them. Also, thank you to those of you who defended me and stuck up for me as well. It means a lot to me. Oh, and I'm not responding to any more dramas, so please just leave me alone to make my silly art and animations in peace.